Okay, so I want to add one more bonus video for the day. And this is a more frequent maintenance process that you need to complete for a pool. And that is cleaning the skimmer. The skimmer is this thing here. Maybe you can show. It's pulling water in here. Anything that's floating on the surface goes into here. It goes into a basket, and there's a pipe that returns that to the sand filter. You also have the drain, but that's kind of, there's no maintenance to do on the drain. So my father was kind enough to make this tool for me so that I can remove this cover. When you remove this cover, you now have access to a basket. So one thing I should caution, you want to switch off the pump before you do this, because when you pull the basket out, there's nothing preventing all this debris from going into the sand filter. And as you can see, it's quite full. It's got things in there that were never intended to be in there. That's so all I'm doing is I'm just taking it out to the yard. And just dumping out all the stuff that's in there. So you can see there's tree bark from the storm, there's bugs, there's spiders, there's pine straw, leaves, there's all kind of things that you don't want to have in the pool. And that's what this basket does, the skimmer, is it takes all that out. I don't try to get it perfectly clean, but as long as it's somewhat clean, that's good enough. We keep a rock in there just because the rock kind of helps to weigh down the basket so that it doesn't float. So I always put that back in there. But now we can just drop it back in place, making sure it's seated. Reinstall the cover. And we're done. So then now we can switch the pump back on and resume normal operation. Okay, so there is one more step I neglected to mention. We have a pool cleaning robot, also known as a Polaris, and it just runs around the pool, vacuuming up all the debris that lands on the bottom. Right now, its filter is full. So I'm just gonna remove him from the pool. Take the filter, which as you can see is full of debris and lots of things. In fact, I may even need a new filter. Same process basically. I just go out to the yard. And this one has a zipper on it, which I can open. I can pour out all the pine straw, leaves, and other debris. Much of this came from the recent storm we had come through. And it's all just kind of trapped in there. So I just remove all that, close the zipper, and like I said, it's pretty dirty. I could probably drop this in a bucket with bleach or something just to clean it up. It doesn't have any holes in it, so I could probably salvage it. But once I've done that, I can reassemble it in much the same way. Just reconnect this to the socket and strap the bag to the hose like this, and then just toss it back in. And now all the pool maintenance is done for the day. On the next video, I'll come back and I'll show you a little bit more about the pool chemistry and how we can check that. I think we still have some work to do to get this just right, so we'll do that then.